Hey everybody, my name is Harchin Singh. Thank you for joining us on the 3-Tier Investing YouTube. Let's get right into it. So today we're going to be discussing the best practices that you can put into place to be smarter with your money, to save, to start investing without having too much capital up front. Now this is really important because we get a lot of messages every day from people who are just like, hey Harchin, I really want to invest, but I don't know where to start. Or it's like, hey Harchin, I have so much knowledge and I'm so ready, but I don't have money. In those situations, it can be difficult and it can be discouraging. It really can feel like the rich keep getting richer and the people who aren't as rich don't have as many opportunities. But that's the beauty about the stock market. That's the beauty about IRA accounts. They don't discriminate. So let's get right into it. These are the best tips that we have in our arsenal, starting with number 1. So, number 1 on this list is going to be Roth IRA. So what exactly does that mean? IRA itself stands for Investment Retirement Account. It's basically this third bank account that you have where you can't touch any of the money inside. And I know I'm really selling it right now. But basically what it means is that you put money in this account based for your retirement. So it basically means when you turn 65, 67, whatever your really goal is, then you get all of this money. Now the benefit of having a Roth IRA versus a traditional, the term Roth IRA allows you to have all of the gains in that account tax-free. So what that means is if you make $1 million in this account, you're not going to pay a single penny on the tax because you pay the taxes before you put the money in the account. With a traditional Roth IRA account, what you basically do is you take the money before taxes and then you pay taxes on the whole investment, all of the gains, when you take that money out of your account. The benefit is if you're really good at what you're doing, if you become a lot better at long-term investing, you can take this huge account of yours, make tons of money in it, and not pay a single penny. So let's do a little bit of math. If you are currently 18 years old and you somehow find a way to maximize $6,000 into this account every single year, basically at a 10% return, you will have $5.76 million by the time you retire. Now that's absolutely enough, but if you're somebody who's a little bit of advanced in terms of how much you know and how you trade stocks, you can do a lot better than 10%. In fact, 10% is nothing. All it requires is constant attention. And by constant, I don't mean every second of the day. I mean literally just check it at the end of the day, see what direction things are going in, pay attention to the news, and you can absolutely make that money. Now conversely, if you were to only start 1 year later, at 19, you would only have $5.23 million. Now that's a difference of $430,000. That's insane, just for 1 year. So basically, that 1 year that you waited was $400,000. That is a brand new Ferrari off the lot, which, by the way, horrible financial decision. But it shows you the power. If you just go for 10%, you are giving up $400,000 every single year. Obviously, that's not linear, but because of the power of compound interest, that's 6% with 10% compounded every single year till the age of 65 is $400,000. I've said it like 10 times. I'm gonna keep saying it. $400,000. You have to think about tomorrow. One of the smartest things you can do is prepare for the future. Warren Buffett is old. We love the guy, but he's old. However, he's so comfortable because he basically set up the groundwork at a very young age to build this financial situation for himself. And what that does is that sets up him, his future generations, and people around him to have this financial wealth that they otherwise may not have had without his guidance. It's all about setting the stones to build the house in the future. Number 2 on this list is going to be start offering your services. So a lot of people don't realize, but ways to make money exist in any fashion. If you have a lawnmower, offer to cut lawns. If you have a toolkit that you can use to fix phones, offer to fix people's phones. It's getting expensive nowadays, and I did that exact same thing back in high school, and that's how I built my journey. If you want to scalp devices like this Xbox, find those opportunities. All you need is that initial investment of $500, and you have the ability to just be patient and use your time to find these devices to be able to flip them. I have been super passive. I found 3 that I was able to flip. It's all about finding resources. If you can find those resources, put that effort in. Craigslist has a free column. If you can take something for free from there, like a couch, like an old couch that nobody wants, and find somebody to pay you $200, you just paid for groceries for like 1 to 2 weeks. So think about those situations. $200 into your pocket that can go into investing. The goal is to build capital for yourself using what you already know. Start offering SEO services, build a website, do whatever needs to be done to put that money in your pocket legally. But do what needs to be done to put that money in your pocket so that you can start building it. Because it really comes down to how bad you really want to be financially successful. Somebody who's starving, who has that hunger for making money, will find a way. So it's up to you if that's the person you want to be or if that's the person you want to be outrun by. It really comes down to that much. Step number 3 is going to be to take advantage of credit cards that have 0% APR opportunities. So for me, myself, I used to take my tuition, throw it on a credit card, gain the points, roll it over to a different account, and then pay off my tuition over the next 6 to 12 months, depending on the card. Now, what did that do for me? It may have given me a slight credit decrease, but it also increased my overall credit revolving amount, and it gave me the opportunity to pay back my tuition in such a way where I may not have had as much student debt, I wouldn't pay any interest, I'd be taken care of as long as I did the minimum amount. Utilizing situations like that to be smart with your money, where you realize that a small hit to your credit that is temporary, that will bounce back, is better than paying $500-$600 in interest that you know is going to take you a lot longer. Utilizing situations like that can help put a lot more money in your pocket. And that kind of leads right into number 4. Saving money is the same as making money. So think about your expenses every month. Are you spending $3 a day on coffee? Are you eating out 5 times a week? As somebody who is finally learning about these skills and going on the right path, if I could tell my younger self one thing, it would be stop spending so much money on eating out. We spend so much money eating food from McDonald's, Panera Bread, Taco Bell. All that stuff adds up. If you're eating out for $5 a day, which to me is a fair meal, $5 a day, 5 times a week, that's $25, right? That's $100 a month. That's $1,200 a year. So if you were able to cut that down to, let's say, half, what could you do with $600? If you got a $600 stimulus check, right? Imagine getting that every single year. $600 towards an investing account can make a big difference using compound interest. If you keep reinvesting that money, you don't take it out. It's all about collecting the pennies, because pennies make dollars, dollars make wealth. We're going to say that. That's going to be our new phrase. So number 4, save your money, put it in your pocket. If you're spending $50 every single week on eating out alone, not to call you lonely, but that's an issue. The more money you save, the more resources you put into your pocket, the more that money can be used for something later. If you save $10,000, right, that can be used towards a house that can start building income for you. $10,000 is almost like FHA loan with like 3.5%. My point being, that money has so much utility if you put it in the right direction. So think about it next time you go out, you're hungry. Maybe spend an extra half hour, go home, make your lunch, or spend an extra half hour at night. Save that time during work, pack your lunch. It'll be healthier, it'll be cheaper, you'll feel better, and it just feels nice to see that money back in your account. So those are going to be my tips. 4 best ways that you can start to save money for investing. Tip number 5 is just get right into it with investing. If you have any questions, we've got so much content on our Instagram, on our TikTok. We also offer an educational course for people who don't really know where to start. It's important to build those fundamentals before you throw your money into the market. In fact, we always recommend paper trading. Thinkorswim is free. You sign up for an account, you need a social security number, some type of identification number. You create that account, you paper trade, you can literally follow the market. You can play days in the market that have already passed. Learn from yourself, keep growing, keep learning. With that, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. If we've made any mistakes, my humblest apologies. Please call us out so that we can continue to improve. With that, thank you for joining us for this video. Have a wonderful day. Keep learning, keep making money.